can I get done with you? Hot air station. This is my second one I'm trying from Amazon, and I hope it does work. We look on the outside. It's got a bunch of stuff that, yeah. It's a 2-in-1. It's got the soldering iron and it's got the hot air gun, and it says it's ESD safe, which pretty much everything is. We'll get into her and see what we look like. So right away we got important documents inside. Open me. Cool. Looks like these guys might actually support their product. The last one I got had a problem with the hot air gun. Contacted them and they asked me if I plugged it in. Yeah, it went back. Hence why I have a second one. Instructions manual, bunch of safeguards. They actually gave us an English manual. It actually has a good bit of information in it. The last one was just a pamphlet. Even size dimensions, very nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, right away, you can tell that took a ride. Ouch. Let's hope it's okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff packed in. We got a solder sucker, we got wire, solder, nozzles, plenty of good tips. Okay, we got very little solder wick, but we do have solder wick. Pull the base out. I don't know if I care for the sponge being underneath that like that, but you know, be alright. But do have one dry sponge, even a probe for the ESD. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Dicey picker, soldering iron, hot air gun, and we'll get this down here to that. Okay, so first impressions. Build quality feels good. Like it's you can tell there's a transformer inside. I believe these two screws, yeah, they match the top, so you could soldering iron on top, which is pretty cool. So it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to get to that inside one. You know what? I have a pair of tweezers that will do this job. Sort of. There you go. That'd get us close. The only thing that concerns me is you wet down your sponge. And if you wet down your sponge, you're putting it on right on top of the thing. But I guess it's sitting on the tray. Yeah, it'll be alright. It's got the port on the back for the static discharge. It is fused, and it does actually have a master kill switch in it. Very nice. Well, the last one didn't have that. The air control doesn't feel too bad. The buttons, pretty good. Okay, so let's set that aside. Let's go for the soldering iron first here. Okay, they put a sleeve cover over that. So that's not a ceramic core, I believe. Oh no, it is ceramic. Kind of stiff. Looks like it's proprietary. I don't think it's using the Heiko tip. Standard sleeve. It's a huge fine point. I don't really want that much of a fine point to start out with. So, break out the iron tips. So nice vast arrangement from a pointy tip to a chisel. I mean, that's a hot knife right there. I prefer something like that, a chisel tip, give you a nice flat edge when you're working that. But overall, that's 10, 11 tips, yeah. I wasn't expecting a ton of quality with the tips because they were kind of freebies. I was going for this unit. Okay. We'll go ahead and reassemble this. I'm not planning on doing full production, so as long as I keep those tips clean and tanned, I should be alright. Cord, it's got a little bit more of a neoprene-like. Oh. I hear something inside. Hopefully I don't have to take that apart. That's a standard 6-pin round connector. And that just twisted at the bottom. They oppose the connector so you can't mix these up. Okay. I'll put that right inside an iron. Yeah, that stays out of the way. Alright, now, the important side. So this is an S118E. It's pretty sturdy. So it looks like you can split it apart if you wanted. This one's got a much thicker cord than what my last one was. The old one because the gun wouldn't work on it. Oh, it's not setting all the way. Okay, so you really have to push on that to get it to go, but it's secured. All right, let's see. You have to put those in the tray table. Nozzles. Nozzles, you got a few sizes here. You got cheap nut and bolts to hold them together, which I am missing a nut. It's in the bag. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and bolt these together so we don't lose them. These are just little cheap metal nozzles. Again, great for the hobbyist, but I would not recommend for a commercial unit. If you're looking for something commercially that you can use on a production line, this is not what you want to get. Or something from a Weller, from a Heiko, something to that nature. Okay, I'm going the largest size. Does fit over quite nicely. I do have that down. The screwdriver worked off. Okay. So overall, that sits nice. No problem. Okay, solder sucker. This packaging feels really cheap, and I feel like this will be too. Oh, this is cheap as ever. Okay, so don't push it all the way down. That holds pretty good. Like over Titan and McGee did this one. Wow. That's don't expect much from this. Especially since somebody over already tightened it for you. Does hold, so will be useful. It's not perfect. Solder knife, solder 99.310. This has got to be some. Oof, that's some stiff stuff. I normally don't use 10 or lead free. Yeah, we'll give it a try, see where it's at. And then the IC pick. It actually came with a lot of stuff, but do not buy this for the accessories. If you need the accessories, buy them separate. Okay. And fun fact, papers out of the way. If you wonder what this does, of course I don't have the board here to show you. Supposedly you take this and you fit it underneath the AC, and that's supposed to be able to pry out. Useless. Okay, let me get the sponge wet and we'll start turning some stuff on. Okay, after moisturizing the sponge, yeah, go to the dollar store and get yourself a new one. It'll do fine for now. Okay, get the cord unbound. Okay, it's kind of a short cord, about 3 foot, which is fine with me. We'll turn on the master power. Okay, we start up and we have 3 lines going across. This is the camera view. We have 3 lines going across. Okay, so turn on the soldering iron side. It says 572. And it digitally is climbing up to temperature. And I believe this should show it in Fahrenheit. Okay. Okay, so that shows 572. We'll wipe it clean. The instructions real quick and see if it's in Fahrenheit or Celsius. So if it's Fahrenheit, it's not going up high enough. Okay, so it says turn off, turn on rework gun side only. Press and hold. Okay, so it is in Fahrenheit. So you push the 2 buttons, select what you want, so C or F, and then cool hot this way, okay? Then you turn it off. So it is in Fahrenheit. Adjust the camera up here a little bit. Okay, so it's coming up to 572. We need go about 820. Okay, numbers are climbing up. It's actually pretty fast. And now I can smell. There we go. Beautiful. Wipe that baby clean. Okay. Shut that off. Let it cool back down. Now the fun side. This was the one that was broke before. We turn that on, take it out of the holster, and we're good. Okay. I'm going to slide this back so I don't burn up anything. Go. As soon as I put it in the holster, cuts off the thermostat, and it's quickly cooling it back down. If you have any questions, let me know. I can give you an update as I use it more. Thank you for watching. This is the review of the, I believe it's a Yihua 8786D 2-in-1. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you.